Hello everyone and welcome to some more amazing Fall Guys gameplay. This time I'm going to be showing you guys some of my Hexagon wins for you to enjoy, since some of you did ask for some finale only gameplay. So remember to like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe for more Fall Guys content. Now let's get into the games. Alright, in this first game I try to stay up as long as possible. It is difficult because everyone else is competing for those tiles, and now I'm just doing my best to stay on the upper layer. That's why I'm hopping, but then I ran because I didn't want that guy to knock me over. It is a real concern. Running with other people is very dangerous because if they just knock into you a little bit, they can knock you over, and some people can also grab you. So just because you can run with someone doesn't always mean you should. But look, oh, perfect gameplay right here. I'm trying to cut these tiles so you can't jump to mine, and now he's isolated, and now that guy's gonna fall. And I have all this juicy purple to myself and the pigeon. It's unfortunate, but I'm just gonna jump down here because the pigeon's gonna take those tiles anyway. I'm not going to fight him. I just let him have it, and look, he just whiffed a jump there. So now I have all this yellow to myself. Just because you can farm someone doesn't always mean you should, and doesn't mean it's always the best choice. Now if you're wondering why I ran back there, I was just trying to cut off tiles so that other guy could not jump to mine. And now I just hop as much as possible, and that was straight up input lag there. That's why I failed the jump. I pressed spacebar and nothing happened. I don't know how many of you get input lag, but I get it constantly, at least 1 or 2 times a night. It's very annoying, and I really hope they fix it in Season 2. So I got unlucky there because someone else fell on top of me, not much I could do. So I'm just gonna hop here and let the caveman use all those tiles. And look, the caveman dropped blue, so now I have all these beautiful yellow tiles to myself. Unfortunately that guy fell too, so I cannot go that way anymore, and I'm just trying to weigh my options here of what exactly I need to do. I'm gonna try and use these, and now go over here. So even though that other guy farmed those yellow tiles, I was able to get a good distance over here by doing the jumps perfectly. And now here, I just have to play it and be good. Although, ideally, I should have started further down instead of in the middle there, because that would have gotten me more jumping time. I just wasn't sure exactly if there was any islands on the left side or not. Alright, here, only get 1 tile before I have to fall. And again, just running, trying to cut off other people without bumping into them. I always try to separate myself from other people and then cut off paths at the same time. You have to think very quickly when doing this, and it's just very intense. So I'm not sure what to do, so I'm just gonna hop on these while everyone else farms each other. I messed that up because I had no forward momentum there, and that's why I dropped down the extra floor. You gotta be very careful on Hexagon because sometimes you do not get the forward momentum you need to get the jump, and I just got farmed by that wolf there. So that's one of the things I was saying, where you have to be very cautious about other people because they can easily farm you, and they're not even trying to do it on purpose. They're just jumping, and you jump slightly towards them and bump them a little bit and your person goes flying. So there I just was cutting off tiles to make other people fall. I'm gonna have to drop here because there's nowhere to land. Very good strategy is to jump as soon as you land to give you some time to think about what you're doing. Now I'm very cautious about that cat, and then he fell. So that was really, and then that guy fell. So that was really good for me because I was super worried about that. And now I can just chill out and slowly take these tiles one by one. And it's so lucky that the cat and that other guy fell because now I have all these yellow tiles to myself. And I'm trying to figure out where the other guy is. I see him. He has all that blue to himself, so I just need to try and play it safe. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to jump to that other yellow section over there. There's just too much space, so I'm just playing this as long as I can. I see the last 2 people over there. And I'm trying to think, like, where am I supposed to go? There's like nowhere to land. Okay, and then I see this. Perfect landing. I stuck the landing. Oh, there's another guy over here. Well, this is intense. All three of us meet, and there we go. So if you're ever in a situation where multiple people are gonna fall and you're like the last group of people to fall, you want to dive as late as possible. Because if you do that, you stall in the air just long enough for the other people to fall to their deaths. Most people, they will dive immediately when they start falling, and that is actually the wrong play because it makes you fall faster. So try it out yourself, stall your dive if that ever happens to you, and you will most likely win. Alright, their next game. Did not get lucky with those yellow tiles at all, and I wasn't able to jump immediately. Sometimes when you do the jump dive, your character just doesn't want to jump right away. It's like, it's kind of how you dive or something. Some interaction with the game is weird there. And now I'm just hopping to the best of my ability. Most of the other people have fallen. Actually, all of them have fallen to the lower floors. Hopefully I can land on the purple, but I don't think I can get to that big juicy purple area. I might be able to. I think I can do a jump dive to it, but it's going to be very risky. I'll need some forward momentum. Now, if you ever see any big gaps, you do need forward momentum to make the jump dive. If you do not have that forward momentum, you will not make the jump dive. So be aware of that your movement does matter in that kind of situation. Now I see that ninja there, and I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do, so I just tried to... And then I couldn't jump, of course. It didn't let me jump, but the ninja fell multiple floors. I saw the ninja there, I knew he was gonna sandbag me, so I had no choice but to try and get to the other section of yellow tiles to get away from him. And he saw that, tried to cut me off, and fell because of it. Now if the ninja had just chilled out and let us hop together, which I am perfectly fine with sharing a hopping space and then planning my descent, then we would have both lasted a lot longer on the yellow tile and bought more time for both of us. And then that was some more not being able to jump after, and then the last guy fell. So even if you do have some input lag, or the game doesn't let you jump right away, you can still pull off the win. And that purple ninja was kind of farming himself because I saw him running on the floor below me using up tiles. If he had jumped instead on those tiles, he probably could have lasted a lot longer. Alright, in this hexagon I managed to get really good jumps on the first floor here, but unfortunately it is a 6-man hexagon, so a lot of people are actually still on the tiles here. I'm doing my best to try and stay out of everyone else's way so they all fall like that, and I have all these tiles to myself now because they were all running at each other. But now I have to decide where I'm going to land. There's not many tiles to choose from. And I'll go this way because I think it has more tiles than my other option. I'm looking down. Where do I want to land? I want to try and cut this guy off, and then I totally mess up the jump because I thought he was gonna jump into me, and I was so scared that he would bump me and knock me over, and I would just go rolling all over the place. So that's why I did what I did there, because I thought I would go ragdolling. Ooh, and the unicorn just fell, so I'm just gonna try and break up these tiles into as many islands as possible. You see how I'm running, where I can still jump from island to island if I have to. The reason I do this is to force people to jump more, so that way the people who suck at jumping will fall. So you saw the guy behind me fell. So now I believe I have all of this juicy blue tile to myself, unless there is still someone upstairs, which I don't think there is. So I'm gonna try and take this slow. Sometimes I do jump a little fast, like right there, because my nerves get to me. And when my nerves get to me, I jump faster because I'm so scared of falling. But you just want to try and do your best to be on the tile as long as possible. Now I'm just gonna try and get this area here. This was probably a mistake, but I knew I couldn't use the one tile on my left yet because I needed to jump. Ooh. Oh, I almost messed that up, but we got it. It wasn't a mistake, I played that perfectly. I was really scared I wouldn't have any forward momentum there. I'm gonna go right because the left I had nowhere to go. When you're jumping from tile to tile and there's a bunch of spaces, sometimes it's fine to take it fast just because you want to keep up that momentum to propel your jumps forward. And if you hesitate on a jump, you could lose all your momentum and then not have enough speed to make the jump. So I'm actually doing really good here, preserving this entire blue layer, maximizing my usage. You see how I just get so much use? I practically have the entire blue layer destroyed all alone. This is very intense. Ooh, and then I didn't get the jump, and I whiffed that. So I kind of got greedy there in hindsight. I should have just not tried to take all the layer for myself. But now I'm gonna try and cut off all these tiles so this guy cannot get over to my area, and I will reduce him to an area with less tiles. So now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna block off these tiles so he can't come because I don't want anyone in my area. And then I won the game because the other guy wasted all his tiles and then the boxer was trying to go for me. So, you know, if you see someone in the distance, try to just eliminate tiles so they can't get to you. Don't try to go to them and eliminate their tiles, because then they could grab you or they could bump into you and kill you. It's better just to cut them off and then they'll kill themselves. Or eliminate themselves, rather. Alright, and this will be my final example for you guys. Since all of the hexagons I showed you were pretty small counts, I'm showing you this 17-man hexagon. And you can see I made a lot of mistakes at the front. I kinda got bumped by someone. Now, these high number hexagons are very crazy, but if you can manage to stay on top while everyone else falls, then you can usually ensure success. Now, I say usually because a lot of times when you have high number hexagons, people destroy the entire floor of every floor, so it can be extremely difficult. Now, that guy fell because he jumped too early, and now I should have these yellow tiles to myself to at least buy myself some extra time here. Because it's about... Hexagon is a lot about buying time for yourself, for other people to fall, for other people to farm each other. Now you saw, I could have probably made the yellow tile, but I wasn't going to risk falling to my death, so I just took the drop and planned a fall. Whenever you're unsure about a jump, just fall to the next floor, because usually there will be a lot of tiles on the next floor, and if you try a jump that you're unsure about, you will most likely fail it. Now, the reason I jumped a little fast there is I was concerned that that guy in front of me was gonna turn around and try to come to me. So I tried to eliminate those tiles as fast as possible so he wouldn't be able to get to me. And then I guess he whipped a jump or something because I ended up winning soon after that. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this Hexagon gameplay analysis. Make sure to comment below on what finale games you would like to see commentated in the future. If you want more Hexagon, or if you want some Jump Showdown, or something like that. Just don't say Royal Fumble, because that's the one that I get the least of any finale. I think I've only got it like one time in the past week or so. And also Royal Fumble. Royal Fumble is just it's a dumb finale because of the latency issues. If it didn't have the latency issues, I would be fine, but basically whoever has the laggier internet wins in Royal Fumble. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe for more Fall Guys content, and as always, good luck getting your own crowns, and see you next time.